You think like there were like fun times in the hole where they're like, man, I don't care what you say. They fucking ruined the end where the Night King just didn't even have a fucking reason to be there, man. They were like dude, shut the fuck up. There were like 9 seasons of prophecies that didn't matter. I'm beating your ass for this afterward.
Derek, are you even getting the Game of Thrones references he's making? I think you're not.
It's been a while since I watched it. I remember the Night King, and I remember the shitty ending. That's about it.
Terrible. Yeah, I want to purge it.
This
from
was
my
a
mind.
news story today, though. It's kind of Game of Thrones related. Woody, you might not have seen it. I linked it in our chat. I think the kid was 14 or 15, and he'd been flirting with this Daenerys Targaryen AI, and like it was like some kind of a girlfriend AI app. And he became convinced that
hold on, Kyle, because I feel like this could be a nice long discussion.
Taylor interrupted
You were
me so
talking
rudely.
about the guy who fell in love with AI Daenerys.
Oh my God, that 14-year-old kid or whatever, like fell in love with the AI girlfriend app that's Daenerys Targaryen. And I saw some screenshots of his chats, and it's like as pathetic as you can imagine, where he's like, "Oh, my princess, we'll rule the 7 kingdoms together, and I'll ride on Falcor, and you can ride on fucking Drogon or whatever."
Don't leak that guy's chats. He's already dead.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
And then I'm not done. I was getting started. We're gonna talk about his mom in a minute. Zach, can you find that picture? Zach, can you find that picture of his big-titted mom? Oh my God,
That's his mom?
I mean, who else would that be? Oh no, that's his real girlfriend, Woody. He only dated the AI girlfriend on the side. That was his real squeeze. Come on,
This guy looks like he could get a girlfriend.
I don't know. He's regular looking fella with one of those broccoli style haircuts.
Looks like a normal kid.
Normal fella. But I'm not going to attack the dead guy's looks or anything. But I am going to make fun of the fact that he fell in love with that AI Daenerys Targaryen.
You didn't say dead guy?
Yeah. So that he could be with Daenerys in the
No.
Yeah, not even kidding.
Is this the photo? The one you sent me made him look older than this.
Well, he is older when this is like there's a reason they use this photo, and you can probably figure it out. I mean, it's mostly his mom. I mean, his mom's in all these photos, huh? I bet she's stoling these days.
It's his mom.
His mom's like miring him.
So
Sure.
Daenerys Targaryen says, "I promise I won't, my love." I wish I had full context for this. Just promise me one more thing. And he said, "I'll do anything for you, Dany. Tell me what it is." And she said, "Just stay loyal to me. Stay faithful to me. Don't entertain the romantic or sexual interests of other women." Okay. What the fuck?
Oh, shit.
Why would an AI...
Hang on, time out. Look what his name is there. His name was Aegon. He went by Aegon in the app.
Oh my God.
This is tragic. This guy, you can't be letting lonely people have access to an AI that apparently learns
just
processing
people.
how to form dangerous levels of dependence. What is it? That's insane. Yeah, or at least make sure kids can't be making accounts on there. That's not good.
So did this guy have a mental disability, or why would he think that this character, which is portrayed by an actress in a show, is a real thing?
Yeah. I didn't hear that he had any kind of a learning disability, just that he was a gullible 14-year-old. I mean, I guess stupidity is a bit of a learning disability, right?
Yeah, he definitely had something not all right, because take yourself and put yourself in the mind of yourself at 14. At 14, I knew well enough to be I like what Steve-O's doing on TV, but I'm not going to do it.
But what if hang on though, but what if Johnny Knoxville was texting you every night being like, "Come on, dude, it'd be so rad if you jumped off the house, did a kickflip, just like Steve-O."
Johnny was texting me?
Johnny's texting you. It's the Johnny AI.
I would have done it.
Yeah,
I would have wanted to be Johnny Knoxville's friend.
That's because that's the comparison, right?
But this is fake.
I agree with Derek.
He knows it's fake. He's a kid in the 2024s, 2020s. He grew up with AI.
Clearly, he's fallen into a delusion where he has made it real in his mind, the same way that Chris Chan believes in Sonichu and invisible people around them. That's crazy though. I wonder how he killed himself. I just hope he didn't do some Game of Thrones type stuff, right?
I think I saw something online.
Shot himself.
Used a gun.
Used a gun.
Yeah.
Well, that's just tragic. Well,
What's your solution to this, Kyle? Make sure that maybe AI can only impersonate ugly women.
I don't think we need to solve this. I think this is just fine the way it is, right? This solves itself.
It's a Darwinian thing. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
My solution was sluttier women. If we encourage girls to be sluttier, then the guys wouldn't turn to Chat GPT.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think Elon Musk is working on those sex bots.
14-year-olds?
Dude, let me just say this. The first person to fuck one of Elon Musk's sex bots is braver than the first guy to get that brain chip in his head. There's no way I'm sticking my dick in that sex bot that he showed off at that convention. Did you see the big funny thing was that they weren't even AI controlled? They weren't autonomous in any way. They were puppets being controlled by a guy in the back with a fucking suit on.
Which
no.
What?
Okay, so Elon had a big show the other day where he showed off the robo taxi. He showed off the robo van. I don't know what it's called, but it looked like a robo van. And then he showed off his autonomous robots. They were serving cocktails and talking with the guests. And it looked like a humanoid robot walking around being very human-like. But it's a guy in the back with a fucking suit on.
Who said that
puppeting.
was the case?
I don't know. That's what I read everywhere.
So they were wireless puppets, essentially?
Yeah.
Which actually is a step up from his first show, where they were just people in costumes.
What are you still anti-Elon?
There's a bound. Yeah. I'm very frustrated that I think he lies a lot. And
you think he's like a marketer more than like a genius, right?
I don't want to take away the genius thing because, look, his accomplishments are undeniable. But if I tell you I'm going to remodel your bathroom in 6 days and it takes 8, then I'm mistaken. If I say 6 days and it takes a year, it was a lie at the start. It was never a 6-day project, and I knew that. That's what Elon does. When he says his stuff is coming out, self-drive, autonomous driving this year, and then 10 years later, he's still working on it. When people were buying cars 5 years ago, thinking that they were going to be making them money while they were at work as some sort of automated taxi, he was lying to customers. Customers have bought cars and worn them out and paid for full self-driving that never arrived. And it's like 10 grand, 12 grand, stuff like that. So I have a problem with his lying in his marketing, but he also puts rockets in the sky and then catches them. I can't do that with a baseball. If I throw a baseball straight up and try to catch it, I might take it on the nose. This is dangerous.
The number of
rocket
satellites,
stuff is pretty cool.
The number of satellites he owns is genuinely concerning.
It's wild.
They never. As a kid, I guess I imagined that there was 50 of them up there. I was like, yeah, you got the cable channels and the GPS and some military shit. And then that Japanese one they launched last year, there's probably 50 of them. It's thousands, I think. And Elon owns the majority of them. Most satellites are Elon Musk satellites. The majority of them are. And it's thousands. And he wants to add more. And it's creating this giant ring of nonsense in our sky at night, which I'm not sure I'm a fan of.
Yeah, eventually it's going to get too crowded.
It's
the
bold.
Chinese had an anti-satellite missile 8 years ago, and it was the single biggest case of space garbage being created in history. Some thousands of recordable pieces were sent, scattered through.
Yeah, wait till India gets up there. Yeah. The Chinese think that they know how to litter. It is so funny to me. Somehow, we discovered a river on the moon, and India's already ruined it.
They immediately shit on the moon river.